Welcome to the May edition of ELEVATE21, your always connection to the latest in industry updates and marketing tools and everything great from Century 21 Atwood and Century 21 Network. This month, we've got a really special guest that we're going to be showing from our Realty Brothers podcast as we sat down with none other than Mike Miedler. After that, we've got some really cool stuff to show you from Canva Corner and other great marketing tools we have for you, and the super cool Compass technology coming to all of us really soon. Let's take a look. Hey team, Century 21 has once again been named one of the most trustworthy companies in America. Trust remains one of the most powerful tools in real estate, and this recognition reinforces the strength of the Century 21 brand when working with buyers and sellers in your market. So be sure to leverage this recognition in your conversations, presentations, and marketing material as you continue building confidence with your clients. All right, well, we are joined by an extremely special guest, Brian.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
The president and CEO of Century 21 Real Estate, Mike Miedler.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks
for joining. Yeah.
Great meeting Brian here.
Right.
I've always heard about you, my friend, and
Also.
I clearly have known these guys for a long, long time, but it's great, honestly, to finally get invited here.
We invite you every year. I'm just kidding. It's nice that you finally said yes. Absolutely. I'm just kidding. No, it's great. We always appreciate when we're at 121 or the top agent or whatever we're going to, and just getting to hang out.
Yeah,
right. And I'll kick things off by just saying, you always say the best part of the network is the people in the network, right? And I love that sentiment because so many people talk about franchise fees and why would you join a franchise, and okay, yeah, they have this tech, and I'm like, forget about it, man. Just it's the people that are willing to help out in your business. You're buying into a wealth of some of the best knowledge in the industry, and it's incredible.
121%. I mean,
Yeah.
I think about the collective of the organization, right? I mean, you can make these big raving claims, and we always do, of course, that 80 countries, 135,000 sales professionals. But the truth of the matter is when you show up at an intimate conference like a top agent or a 2100 club,
Yep.
Or even the broader global conference where there's thousands of people there, you're going to get connection, you're going to get inspiration. And I always say this, like, there's no person in this system who engages in those events who wouldn't try to help somebody be better.
Yeah. Right.
Whether it's personally or obviously in their professional career. And when people make those connections, whether it's at the bar, right, or over coffee or in one of the classes, some of those connections become people that they're following back up with for over the year and through the years, and it is the very best part of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's people who just show up every day for each other. I mean, all the way up to the top. I mean, you text me all the time. How's it going? Checking in. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But even other franchisees, right? It's not just going up. It's across. I just got done with Goal Getters, and there were tears of people crying, going, "I'm going to miss you guys." Like, wait, hold on. We'll see each other at 121. It'll be good.
Exactly.
And I get a text message from somebody in New Jersey and just like, I love what you just said. And, this is great. And just getting to connect.
Were you on yesterday? Because
Yeah.
So I kicked off the 10 a.m. session. I know Greg was on the afternoon one, but I think they were raving about, the whole thing around we don't buy, we build. And I learned a lot when we were all in Denver just at the end of last year, where we did that little mastermind, and you were talking about your discussion on some people are collectors. I'm an investor. I mean, that just resonates so much with, I think, the way that most of our companies are set up, right? I mean, they are independently owned and operated. They are people who live, breathe, eat, sleep, send their kids to school in their local communities, unlike a lot of the other brokerages that you see out there. And I think that's the important part of what makes and differentiates Century 21.
We're like the Chick-fil-A of real estate. We have to work in the restaurant in order to.
I was gonna say,
we are open on Sundays.
Right.
I almost appreciate that, it does come from the top, the texting and the collaboration and here to help each other. We started one company for a very long time in Mankato. And as we expanded, one of our very early hurdles was like, how do we maintain this is like the family? This is the group of people who's going to help each other out, and everybody else is the bad guy when we're going to other people. And now there's an office here. And what have they? Oh, we broke down that wall. They have collaboration. They started helping each other. Now we come to, our annual event and they're shouting to each other from across the room. They're excited. They haven't seen each other in a year, but they're texting and staying in contact. And as you're saying with other brokerages, even outside of ours, continuing to expand that. It doesn't have to be our family when it can grow to outside the city, outside the state, outside the country. I really think that's just an example.
Michael, I think a lot of it is like it's mindset of, you want to protect, especially when you're smaller and family founded and run, you want to protect that culture and that familial feel. But like you can get that and scale that when you have great leadership. And you do have to have great leadership. I mean, you guys are lucky to have, a handful of brothers in the family and other family members. Like not everybody has what you guys have, right?
Yeah, sure.
But I always say, like, the hardest part about growth in real estate is actually finding people who care, finding good leadership. And, obviously you're protecting that culture. You wouldn't merge or, do business or get together with another company that doesn't stand for the same values and ethics that you guys started with 160 years ago, is it?
Right.
At this point?
Yep.
So, I think that's really important. And it's really cool to see when you can have a bunch of entrepreneurs actually expand that, because you're not just expanding your culture, but I think you're providing inspiration and opportunity for others throughout the communities you guys are serving.
Yeah, and I want to make sure it's said out loud. This is our 50th year with Century 21, right? It was our grandpa who signed the contract October 14th of 1976. And I have a photo of it. I'll show you tonight. Signed the contract and said, let's take this pretty old company, even at that point, and bring it with Century 21. And for the last 50 years, the sentiment that you just shared of having the same mission, vision, goals, and morals aligns with Century 21, right? Our brand and the Century 21 brand are so cohesive in what we believe to our core. Not just something we write down on a piece of paper, but who we are as people is reflected in a true partnership. We don't even use the word franchise ever, other than we sometimes have to look at the agreement. But just this partnership that is so deep.
Well, I mean, I know it's true, because one of the things that, I always look at and I always see, and I think our most successful companies and agents have it, is our quality service awards, right?
Yeah.
And we can talk on and on about, some of the awards that your agents have won, but more importantly, your offices. And I think, the quality of service that we're providing our customers at an intentional level is what brings back that repeat and referral business. And Brian,
absolutely.
this. I mean, you don't have 160 years in this business if you're not taking care of your customer.
Right, absolutely. It's neat in each of our markets too that while we've grown and we've been partnering with others, being like, you're still the local spot, you're still the person that everyone loves here. It's not Atwood, even though we have our name that's going in and saying like, hey, it's us now. It's not. It's a collection. It's a collaboration of people that are committed to their markets and their communities and keep growing as the little guy still.
I think it's the best of the Century 21 network. And I say, it's hard to find another brand where that truly exists, where this local entrepreneur who is really so deeply tied to their agents are the ones responsible for the success and literally have their name that is not just, the Century 21 name, but oftentimes the family name that stands for their personal legacy, right? You're going to be remembered in this community for your how you're serving those customers. And I think, there's a lot of big corporate names out there that do, good business and all great things. But I think the true differentiator for us is that local feel, like that we live in those markets, right?
All right, this is one of the parts I am most excited about. At the 121 conference this year, attendees received a live demonstration of the Compass technology platform and its capabilities. If you missed this event, make sure to review the full demonstration and explore how these tools can help streamline workflows, improve communication, and support your business growth. Be sure to scan the QR code or visit the link in the resources for full access.
Before we jump into this month's marketing updates, your June social media assets are ready to download and to schedule. Whether you're using the calendar in Meta or directly from Canva, get those scheduled and make June the market to remember. From seasonal content to branded graphics designed to keep your audience engaged, these resources are built to help you stay consistent, visible, and connected throughout the month. Be sure to access your assets early and keep your marketing momentum going strong this summer. Canva Corner is your quick stop resource guide to everything Canva. Every month we share easy ways to get more out of Canva so you can create eye-catching content without spending hours designing. Looking to make your social posts stand out just a little more? Try adding subtle animations to your designs. Canva allows you to animate text, photos, and graphics to create movement that feels clean and professional, especially for Instagram stories, Facebook posts, and listing promotions. The key is keeping it simple. A small animation can help draw attention without overwhelming your message. If your Canva workspace is getting crowded with listing graphics, open houses, and social media templates, folders can be a huge time saver. Create folders by property, client, campaign, or even by month to keep everything organized and easy to locate later. A little organization now makes future marketing much easier. Working with multiple listing photos? Frames and grids are one of the easiest ways to instantly create cleaner, more professional looking graphics. Simply drag your photos into a frame and Canva automatically sizes and crops them for you. It's a quick way to create polished property marketing pieces that feel intentional and visually balanced. Are you looking to expand your luxury market presence? The upcoming luxury livestream course presented in partnership with Institute for Luxury Home Marketing offers valuable insights into serving high-end clientele, building luxury marketing strategies, and elevating your client experience. This is a great opportunity for agents looking to strengthen their luxury presence and continue growing their business at a higher level.
Now let's take a moment to recognize some truly incredible anniversaries at Century 21 Atwood this month. Andrew, Jim, Bill, Gretchen, Josh, Jessica, George, Missy, Dirk, Shauna, Jennifer, and Karen. Next, we want to recognize the outstanding achievements in our $1 Million Club. Our $1 Million Club: Craig, Rick, Jody, Kathy, Laura, Sarah, Leanne, Jeff, Leslie, Lynn, Chad, John, Dick, Pete, Brian, Daniel, Linda, Gretchen, Jennifer, Dan, Andrew, Daniel, Emily, Belinda, Ellen, Trent, Pam, Rhonda, Robin, Sadar, Wayne, and Judy. Our $5 Million Club, congratulations, Candy Dykman. You know, one of the greatest reflections of the impact you all have on people's lives every day come from testimonials like these. Here's one for Chad Zimke. Chad is knowledgeable, detailed, and very organized. He uses technology along with great communication to keep me informed of interest in my listings and showings. He was always accessible to any questions I had. He is personable, just a great guy to work with. I will definitely use Chad in the future for any real estate needs I have. From Deanna in Waseca, Minnesota. Here's one for Craig Hoyam. Craig is a true professional. His local market knowledge, connections, and relationships were critical to getting the home sold and closed in a difficult market. Craig was easy to deal with and always available. Craig also has a long and proven commitment to the local community, which is very important to our family. From Jerry in Albert Lee, Minnesota. And here's one for Gretchen Patnode. Gretchen was attentive to our needs, understood our goals, and made the process easy. She reported and kept us informed regularly, which was critical living 2 hours away. A total positive experience. From Leon and Elizabeth in Isle, Minnesota. Hey, Century 21 Atwood family, thank you so much for tuning in to this month's episode of Elevate 21. We hope that these marketing tools and resources continue to help you elevate your career. And as always, it's more than just the technology, it's the people behind them. So let's continue to work together and make all of our lives and journeys across this real estate network something special.